We are working on a few special things. So, I have the day off of work. And because of that, I get to catch up on my models that I haven't been able to do over the last couple days. The first one is this big kahuna right here that I've been dying to work on. But because of me getting off work late, I wasn't actually able to do it. Thankfully, we are going to work on it today and get it looking as perfect as we possibly can. And then later on today, I have another Terminator that I'm going to be working on. We will get him looking all nice and pretty as well as we go along throughout the day. But I'm not in a rush right now. I'm just getting everything set up, trying to figure out how I want to go about painting this guy correctly. My biggest thing that I'm looking forward to is these flames. I want to get these flames looking perfect, man. That's my hope. I want to make sure they look absolutely phenomenal. So, give me some time so I can find the photos of this guy in particular. Oh, there we are. That's a good photo. I want to see. There we go. That's a good photo. All right. So, how am I going to go about doing this at first? Let's see. I want to paint this guy. So what I did is I actually put Agrix Earthshade over him right off the bat. I probably shouldn't have done that just because ever since I got the Streaking Grime, I preferred that on my Death Guards. But thankfully I have 3 of these models. And what my plan is I plan on alternating the design a little bit with each model, since I have 3 to choose from. This one, I'm going to do an ethereal blue flame for these flaming tips and whatnot. This axe is going to be like pure rust. I'm going to rust the fuck out of this axe. I'm going to paint it silver, and then I'm going to rust the hell out of it. As for all the other bits, the Nurgling down here that he's stepping on, this one might be a little tricky because I'm not the best when it comes to painting like rotting, decrepit flesh, you know? And then these skulls at the top, I don't know if you can actually see this. Let me zoom in a little bit. These skulls at the top, I'm kind of debating how I'm going to go about painting these. So, yeah. I guess I can stop talking. We'll get into it. The first color I'm going to do is Brass Scorpion. This is a very dark brass color from Citadel. It's one of my favorites to use. And I actually went ahead and got a bunch of other Citadel paints. So I got Incubi Darkness and Ethereal Emerald that I'm going to try out with the Flame. Whether or not it comes out looking good is another story entirely. But we'll get to the flame eventually, you know. First and foremost, I'm going to start with the Brass Scorpion, and paint all the around everything that needs that brassy color. If you notice this white in the model, this is actually a mix of white spirits and white-based oil paint that I was trying out. I wanted to see how it worked in the recesses of the model. So before I went ahead and actually painted it, I put that white down. It's probably going to be covered as I get to painting, but it is what it is. That was the closest thing that I had to actually a good model with good recess to try that out on. So yeah, I'll shut up now. We'll just talk about things as I paint, but I know you're here to watch me do this. And let me know at any point in time if you can't see this model, if it's not close enough. If you need me to zoom in more, I will definitely do that. But yeah, let's get started. I know this model is going to be a little tricky just because there's a lot of places that I can't necessarily see. Actually, let me zoom in some more. There we go. Hopefully that helps. But we are painting this Death Guard model right now. I don't know how long it's going to take, but if it takes until noon, that's what I'm expecting. So it's currently 8:17 for me. So I'm going to definitely be here for a while painting this guy, getting him looking nice and pretty, you know. But I don't know. I've been holding this model off for a very long time just because, you know, he has a lot of detail. It's one of my most detailed models that I have, and I didn't want to screw it up. You know, it depends, but that's something we could talk about too. On average, um, I can probably, let me show you as an example. Let me pull out a Custodes that I have already painted. So this Terminator right here, I painted this Terminator in about, so if you don't include the building process and everything associated with it, this took me about 3 hours to paint. Building process, about an hour, and whatnot. So about 4 hours in total. That's one thing that I don't really understand about some people is how they can spend, 25 hours or 50 hours on one model. I mean, maybe it's just because my skills aren't quite there yet, but I honestly do not see. Um, what's the stream about? Well, it's about me painting these models today. Yep, Warhammer 40K. Um, these are Warhammer 40K models, Nurgle. I don't know what this guy is called. This is a part of a Facebook Marketplace purchase that I got about a month ago. I paid $200 and got like 45 Death Guard models, 70 Poxwalkers. I got a Hellbrute, quite a lot of models. Yes, Lord of Contagion. I actually got 3 of these models, to be honest. So I've been holding off on painting him just because I've been afraid of fucking him up. I've only, it sounds, I don't know how to make this sound, but I've only painted 77 models, and that seems like a lot, but I'm still not the greatest when it comes to painting. I'm still learning. I only started back in January of this year, so I'm not even 6-7 months into painting. So there's still a lot for me to learn about this model or about painting in general. So for me, 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours at most, I can usually get a model done if I'm being really careful. But that's just my typical average. I have never actually played the game either. I've never played the tabletop. I just do this for the painting aspect. But we'll be here. Yeah, I think we'll be here until about noon, painting this guy up. All right, let's see. I'm looking at a photo off of Google right now, trying to find where all of this brass color is going to come from. I mean, I've let off some massive fucking farts, if that helps. It's not close, but no, man, I wish. That'd be quite the fucking highlight to come back to in 10 years to see that shit. Literally. Fucking literally. But after this guy, we're going to do a Terminator as well. I'm going to get this guy painted up today as well before I have to get off for the weekend. But yeah, I save all my fucking streams, man, so I have shit from 10 years ago on this channel. So when I'm 80 and decrepit and old and in a nursing home or on fucking hospice, I can waste my remaining days looking through all of my goofy ass fucking videos. So, first time for everything. Shit my pants on stream. Definitely be one of the, call the nurse in and say, here, want to see what I was like as a small lad? This one time, I was painting a 40K model, and I shit my pants, man. uh, um, I think the hardest part about this is, let's see, this cloak is going to be quite difficult, I think, because I'm not quite sure how I want to paint the cloak yet. I might just go traditional red, but I don't know. I haven't quite decided. And I know this, like, this fucking necrotic flesh down in his belly, that's going to be quite the challenge with this big-ass axe in the way. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to go about doing that yet. I didn't build this model, so whatever the guy used on this shit is like concrete, and if I try to take things apart, it's royally gonna fuck up this model. It's gonna just start tearing pieces off. I think he used Gorilla Glue or something on it. I don't know, but I'm not willing to attempt to take this fucker apart to test that, because I actually did that, you know? So here's a model that, this is one of the models that I got from that guy. I don't even know what it is, honestly. It looks cool as hell, but I wanted to take the thing apart and like add some extra stuff to it. And because of that, now I can't glue it back together. I've tried 5 different types of glues, and I cannot get the wings or the arms back on the model. So I don't know what the guy used. I don't know what he fucking put on the damn thing. But ever since then, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to fuck with these. Even if he has mold lines or extra bits from the cutting process, I'm just going to work around it and just call it good. I've never actually attempted to use Gorilla Glue on my models before. That just seemed a bit overkill when I could use the Tamiya's glue, you know? Tamiya, however you want to call them. That, or I just use the regular super glue when I'm painting. But Gorilla Glue just seemed a bit overkill. I mean, I'm sure it probably is fine. I always just associated fucking Gorilla Glue with that super heavy duty stuff that you don't want to put on something fragile. Fragile. English me. Who knows? I might actually try it though, just to see what happens. Nothing wrong with doing it on a useless model that I have no interest in painting. Or I could just do it on extra sprues, that too. Never thought about that. So what else? Yeah, I got quite the stuff to work on. I'm thinking what I'm going to do with this guy is, the first one I'm going to do an ethereal blue flame for the first model. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'll definitely have to try it. But the next one that I paint, I'm going to do a green emerald. Or not a green. Yeah, a green emerald flame. And then the last one, I'll do like a fucking lava, like, fuck, what do you call it? Just like Legion of the Damned type of red hot fire flame, right? Traditional fire as the word for it. Just to give them kind of some differences. I mean, I would paint them all the same, but it just seems like a waste. These models seem relatively, not necessarily super expensive, but since I practically got them for free, I'm not willing to be boring with them. But, yeah. Let's see. Is there anywhere else I need to put the copper on? Oh. I'll have to go over all this with the second layer for sure. when I put all my Citadel paints in these dropper bottles, I didn't measure the paint thinner or the water amount that I added to it when I was trying to reduce its thickness. So some of the paints that I have are really, really fucking thin. This one is relatively okay, but the other coppers that I have are bullshit. So I have to go over a lot of my models 2 to 3 times because of it. And I think that's just the price that I pay for transferring them all into dropper bottles. But I like how I'm not going through a crap ton every time that I use them, because before I would just like pick up a globule and then just set it on the wet palette. But now I have more control, so I guess I had to sacrifice something in order to make better use out of my paints. So the reason why I brought that up is because I'm noticing that it's not wanting to go on there that thick. Oh, Jesus, I can't reach that. There we go. I got into it underneath that cloak. I know that the next one that I do with this, I'm putting that fucking that streaking grime on it. Ugh. I did the model like 2 days ago for the first time with streaking grime, and I loved how Death Guard looks with that color. It is 10 times better. There's definitely quite the difference. Like if I yeah, I know. It's the same thing. Like, I don't know how I'm going to go about getting, like, his ass. I mean, granted, you can't see it, so it doesn't really matter, but it's like, I'm never going to be able to reach that part. I try to paint my stuff in subassembly when I can. Space Marines are easy to paint in subassembly because you just have to rip an arm off, and the shoulder pad and everything comes with it. But with this, it's like, you really can't do that for the most part. You have to like paint everything as is, and some of the models are quite fiddly, unfortunately. Like basing and shading are not really my favorite aspects of painting in general. Like the large amount of, Jesus Christ, I can't talk. The large amount of my time today on this model will consist of highlighting. I'll probably do that more than I do anything else. It's just slapping on the colors right off the bat is just, it's meh for me, you know. It's not really a challenge to say. It's just a matter of, even if I go over and I paint over something that I shouldn't have, you know, I could just add green, Death Guard green to it, and there you go, it's fixed. But if I fuck up on a highlight, like if I fuck up on its consistency, I have to go over the whole damn thing again. Especially if it's in like a tight area. If it's like a tight, small spot like this brass is up by the flame, and I'm trying to like edge highlight with a silver or something as an example, like I can't just slap on a little bit of paint and cover it up, you know. It ends up covering like the rest of the line, so I have to, all right, let's go back through it, repaint the whole damn thing. But that's tedious to some people, but for me it's like it challenges me, you know. All right, that's painted. Well, oh, let's get this ball chain thing. And that's the one thing about Death Guard. It's like they have so many different like nooks and crannies that you can't see. It's like you have to fucking open your eyes when you're painting. Otherwise, you're gonna end up missing something like I do. Like I didn't even see this ball on the back of his cape. And I've gone past this area a couple times at this point. I guess it doesn't help that it's kind of covered back here. So it's not like you would see it typically. Okay. Oh, the weapon. Forgot about that. After this, I'm going to go over it with the silver lead belcher, which will be fun to do. And then I got to try the Nurgle demon thing and try to figure out how I'm going to go about painting him. All right. Let's see. Am I missing any areas that need to be gone over? I guess that again. I guess we can go over this guy a little bit more. It looks like crap right now, but don't worry, we will go over it soon. Oh, that ball. Yep, I didn't even know. There was a ball in his kneecap. The first model that I ever painted was the Custodes, and I will show you. Give me a second. Sorry about that. I will show you the first model that I ever painted. It was this guy. I painted the first model was in January. I painted him. I didn't really add anything. I just slapped on some layers on him and then called it good. My edge highlighting really sucked on this one. And I added the base and everything later on to it. But this was the first model that I ever did. And now I've painted 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 Custodes since then. But that was at the beginning of January this year. That was the first model that I ever did. All right, so that's done. Let me put my headphones on. So give me a second. I want to play something in the background while this is going. All right. Now it's time for the lead belcher, and I feel like I'm gonna need a bigger brush for this one. So let's see. I'll grab this guy. I actually had to buy more lead belcher because I use this more than I use most things. Just because the Death Guard and then the weapons for the Space Marines and even the Custodes need some silver. All right. So this big ass axe. This axe is going to be really heavily rusted down. I'm only painting it silver now because I like how the rust effects look on the silver aspects of it, because it turns it really, really dark. Add a little bit of water to this. I'm gonna have to go over this again in a bit, but let's see. Now we got the chains up here. I would, I think I'm going to highlight these chains with the lighter silver that I have. And there's another ball that I completely forgot that, fuck, to paint brass. See, like I said, they always pop out on you, man. This guy actually has more silver on him than he has anything else. Especially like these chains and the chain mail. God, I really can't see the inside of this that well. Oh. Oh shit. Oops. I didn't even realize that my head was that close to the fucking... Oh. Let me think. I don't know. Not much to really talk about, to be honest. Just try to focus as I do this. Let's see. What else needs silver? Painted blue is what they are. Do I need... No. Oh, yeah, I do. I need silver on this. There we go. Yeah, I tend to change them every month or so. I don't think this one really needs to be silver, but I'm going to darken it up as I go along. Chains. Oh, that part needs to be silver too. Maybe this backpack area needs to be silver. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Just kind of winging it. I'm going to add another layer to these chains, though. I'm going to darken it up as I go along. I think I'm going to add Agrex Earthshade over these chains just to get them a little bit darker, because this silver is pretty silver. Like brighter than I was expecting it to be. Alright, so put on the final second layer of this. And then we'll move on to the next color, which will probably be I don't know. I might do red next. All right. Actually, wait. Gotta go over this horn guy again. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Trying to find something. All right. All right. I think that's good for those colors. Now let's move on to the reds. All right. All right. Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ, that fucking hit my head on this. Oh, Jesus, my hand's going numb trying to paint this fucking red. God damn, my hand's going numb. Fuck. Trying to paint this damn shit. All right. Hold up. Blue. How's it going? Hold up. I'm trying to find. Oh, wait, no. Not blue. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay. How's it going? I didn't understand what you meant for a second. Sorry. How are you doing? Oh, wait, no. I don't need this white. I need a different Corex white. All right, let's see. Now we're going to work on the flame. I'm using, all these are Citadel paints. I just transferred them all into dropper bottles a while ago. Um, so, yeah, this is how I use them. What effect is it? Um, what do you mean? Like, what am I trying to do right now with the flame? This is just Corex white. I'm putting white over the flames, and then I'm going to turn it into an ethereal green flame. Yeah, I think it will come out pretty good when I'm done. I just got to apply all the white to all these flames, and um, then we'll start working on it. Let's see what else. Um, I want to paint like this as a, what do you mean by that? Like how to paint this? That's not Citadel paint. To answer that, no, not really, because I only use Citadel paints. I've never tried like Vallejo or anything else. So I'm not the best when it comes to creating this effect with just basic paints. Unfortunately. Yeah, well, you have a good afternoon. I appreciate it. You stopping in. This video will be up on my channel, so if you want to watch it, feel free to watch it later on my live playlist. Oh, man. All right. Oh, I still have a skull by his mouth. Okay. Oh, shit. Alright, am I missing anything? Oh, I was going to do the brown. Alright. Okay, now it's time to start working on this. Alright, so let's see if this works. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to try my fucking damnedest to get it to work. So we're going to do the glow effect on the model, on the flame. I gotta shake the shit out of this bottle. Give me a second. Alright, so that's first. Then that one. Alright, let's get it. Let's try this. Alright. Alright. Trying to go fast with this. And then All right, let's see how that works. Now we just let it dry. Oh, fuck. Oops. All right. Thank God that didn't get into anything. Oops. All right. So let's see. I have to wait for this to dry and then. All right. So, yeah, we are getting there. We're gonna start working on the flush. Um, Nurgle Rut. And then let's do do some contrast medium. With some Screaming Pink. And mix that together and have a little consistency of get the insides of his belly. Trying to get underneath this axe, but it's quite difficult, to be honest. I gotta somehow fucking get up in this model. Alright, now we'll let this dry. But it's getting there. Alright, so now, time for the dirty down. All right, we're gonna fucking paint the shit out of this axe. It's gonna be rusted as all hell. Ugh. Let's see. Let's add. Okay. All right. The cloak is starting to look good. Oh. All right. Let's see. Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit. shit. Ugh. Oh, shit. Ah, damn. Alright. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Alright, let's see. Ugh, blood for the blood god. No. Oh my god. Sorry. Fucking. Shit. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna add the let me zoom this out so you can see. Oop. Alright. Now we're gonna add the God damn it, I need to find a better way to do this. Let's see. Alright, now time to paint this. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'm struggling at the moment. It's I haven't been talking at all because I've been like, fuck, oh, just fucking, I don't know, even know what I'm saying anymore. It's getting me tired. Um, well, I appreciate that. I'm um, trying to keep myself busy so I don't fall asleep. God damn it. Got to add all the highlights to it. All right. God damn, man. All right. I don't know what else I could do with this guy, to be honest. My skills aren't perfect to really pick out what I need to do. I mean, I could probably mess with the nurgles at the bottom a little bit more, but honestly, I'll show you guys close up. But here, let me stand up so you can see. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Shit, sorry. That's definitely. Let me find another silver. Yep, I didn't think about that. Let's do. I've pretty much just done like corrosion effect. Oh wait, hold up. I need to move this closer so you can see. About right there. Yeah, I've kind of just done a corrosion. Yeah, I need to zoom this out because it's too fucking close. There we go. Damn it. The bone, what should I highlight with it? White? Should be white. Try to highlight this too. The silver bits of the chainmail. The chains. Bring it out a little bit more. Base, shade, and highlight. It's just with all the, my biggest thing is with all of this extra stuff, it's like, what the fuck do I do to it? If there's so much going on with this model, I find it difficult to, be creative and think outside of the box and add more to it, if that makes sense. It's like the basing, I can get a pretty good general idea, and then shading is pretty easy, but then it's like when I get to the highlight, it's like, oh, what color do I add? What looks best for this, It's all kind of up in the air for me a lot of the times. So like with this, I might just add a little bit of white to the bone, just to pull it out a little bit more so it's not so dark. Yep. I tried doing the body with Ogren camo, but there's just so many curves and whatnot on this body that it's like, fuck, what do I do? But I think I got it. I think I might just call it there, to be honest. I need to add a little bit more gore to this, though. I didn't expect for that to happen. All right, there we go. I got it off. So let me zoom back in. I'm gonna. Maybe too much. The Nergalines I could have done a little bit better at, but I think that's good enough for me with my skill set. you know. Um, oh shit! I'm still going to live stream today, so I gotta finish. So later on, I'm gonna do some cleaning of my house, but I'm going to do this Terminator next. Get this Terminator looking nice and pretty. But I'll probably start that around noon or so, maybe like 12:30ish. Um, but I'll probably end this live stream here just because I feel this is good enough, you know. The next time I do that, I'm gonna try darker with the streaking grime, so prepare for that. But I'm gonna end this video here. I'll be back around 12:30 or so to continue with what I was doing. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Talk to you later, and have a nice night.